When you think of the United Arab Emirates, what is the first place that comes to mind? Chances are it's not Sharjah. But this is about to change. Sharjah is the cultural capital of the Arab world, an honor the rest of the Emirates can't claim. So while the rest of the UAE is breaking world records, Sharjah is quietly reveling in its respect for Islam and a strong focus on family life, which no amount of oil money can create. What makes Sharjah a success story in the region? How unique is the Emirates' development model? What direction is the Emirate headed for in terms of business and investment? The time has come for the world to take notice. Join Asia Business Channel as we visit the emerging Emirate of Sharjah. Sharjah has rapidly developed from a small trading town in the beginning of the 20th century to a modern commercial center and leisure destination in the UAE, whilst retaining its own distinct character and unique sense of tradition. Sharjah is the third largest of the 7 emirates which make up the United Arab Emirates. The federation formed on December 1971, which now comprises the sheikdoms of Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah, Ras Al Khaimah, Fujairah, Al Quwain, and Ajman. The UAE is one of the world's richest and fastest growing countries, and Asians will find a relatively well-balanced and stable environment with a high standard of living. While most businessmen and tourists flock to the capital, Abu Dhabi, or the modern city of Dubai, Sharjah comes as a pleasant surprise. For generations, Sharjah has welcomed visitors from all over the world. It is the new face of an emerging Arabia.
Development in the United Arab Emirates in the past few years has been very significant, and Sharjah is not an exception in that.
Sheikh Sultan bin Ahmed Al Qasimi is the chairman of the Sharjah Commerce and Tourism Development Authority.
We've been going to great lengths to ensure that we find new and exciting partnership and ventures. The number of construction sites alone is a great example of the achievement we're trying to reach, and also the number of, or the population of, the growing population of Sharjah is also a good example.
In spite of being home to the strictest laws in the UAE, it is far from being a very dry place.
Sharjah is a very exciting place to live. If you look around, so many things come up. Every day there's a new restaurant, a new place, a new office building coming up. And the residential cost is much better than other places. And it's more of a family-oriented, so it's very safe and nice. So it's a very exciting place, never boring.
At the same time, it offers you a very sophisticated, developed city. It's got the technology, the drive, and the modern. Yet it has the culture, the Arabia, the history part of it. You can find the past and the future in one city.
My Sharjah, a personal look at what makes Sharjah special to the people that live there.
My Sharjah is about conserving the wildlife of the Arabian Peninsula. The Arabian Peninsula have a lot, maybe 100 of different species of wildlife. We work very hard in a different means to conserve the wildlife through education, research, and entertainment. In the wildlife centers of Sharjah, where we not only entertain the visitors, but also try to educate them through different sections of their visit. It is the balance between human activities and the conservation of the wildlife and the environmental factors, and that is my Sharjah.
In today's fast and ever-growing construction sector, Tiger Group has emerged as a leading contender in the Middle East and South Asia, celebrating 40 years of excellence. The group has successfully diversified to form 5 core companies. Tiger Steel Engineering offers expert solutions in design, manufacture, and installation of complex steel structures for oil and gas and infrastructure projects. Tiger Profiles and Insulation is a market leader in roof and wall cladding and insulated panels. Al Namir Steel is one of the largest stockists of steel products in the Middle East. Al Namir Civil is one of the top civil contracting companies in the UAE. Tiger Steel Industries is the manufacturer of quality electrical tubes for the construction industry. Tiger's strong commitment to growth and its pioneering approach to new areas and ideas has earned the group a most enviable reputation built in steel. Tiger Group.
Newcomers may adapt to living and working in Sharjah more easily than in the other Emirates. It is less expensive in terms of accommodation and general cost of living, which has resulted in more people moving to Sharjah from Dubai over the last few years. But there is more to Sharjah than just cheap rent.
Living in Sharjah is very convenient. Everything is compact and very close to each other. For example, you can go to the bank, a few steps. If you can go to the mall, it's just around the corner. If you go to like a place like Al Qasba Canal, you just go have a walk with your family, with your kids. They'll enjoy it. So living in Sharjah, everything is around you. You don't need to drive for 15 minutes to go somewhere.
Sharjah is a major trading hub and manufacturing base despite, or some people say because of, the oil that has helped Abu Dhabi and Dubai to prosper so dramatically. Sharjah's trade and manufacturing sector is doing very well at present, thanks in part to a lot of support and investment from its neighbor, Saudi Arabia.
The advantages of investing in the Emirates for the foreign companies are the free trade, so no restriction on import and export. No foreign trade, no foreign exchange restrictions. Good location of the Emirates in between Europe and the Far East and Africa, and the political stability of the country.
Many foreign companies are now choosing Sharjah as a base for various offices and factories. Asians constitute a big part of Sharjah's population and are an integral component of a workforce that is driving the future of the economy.
Sharjah and the United Arab Emirates in general enjoy a very solid relationship with the Asian world. We're happy to host the Asian community here in Sharjah in particular and the United Arab Emirates in general. They actually make up a very large number of our working force here in Sharjah, and they also account for a big number of our tourists.
Sharjah has an abundance of tourism activities for business travelers and residents alike. Here is Asia Business Channel's guide to the best of the Emirates escapes. At number 5 is an Abra ride along Khalid Lagoon. Watch Sharjah's charming skyline on board one of the country's most traditional forms of transportation. Shopping therapy is on offer at the Emirates' biggest shopping mall, Sahara Center, which is at number 4 on our list. Sharjah's heritage and arts areas are at number 3. These make clear why the Emirate is the cultural capital of the Arab world. We will give you an overview of the best museums and galleries later on in the program. At number 2 is a walk along the Corniche. The UAE can get unbearably hot, but at night, enjoy a cool breeze and a path that runs from the souk all the way to Ajman. And what is Sharjah's most popular tourist attraction? The Qanat Al Kasbah, the premier cultural, leisure, and entertainment destination. Aside from its many restaurants and shops, it has the largest Ferris wheel in the region, the Eye of the Emirates.
My Sharjah, a personal look at what makes Sharjah special to the people that live there.
My Sharjah is all about stress relief. My father started this club because of his two passions, golf and shooting. Right now, we have the only indoor shooting range in the United Arab Emirates. My passion is paintball. Since I was very young, I had a passion for extreme sports. I come here with my friends to have fun, and that's what we offer at Sharjah Golf and Shooting Club. Paintball not only gives you an adrenaline rush, it's also an amazing way for companies to build teamwork and boost morale. Paintball to me is all about fun, and this is the best way to relieve stress. This is my Sharjah.
Sharjah is the capital of culture here in UAE. So I like the culture and I like the centers which learn people a lot of things.
We have a lot of museums.
I think Sharjah is good for families.
Or singles as well, because it's secure, it's quiet.
It's reserved.
It's like my second home.
It's modern. It's good.
It's really very beautiful.
And less traffic than other Emirates.
It's not a big change actually from Sharjah to Dubai.
You can mingle easily with the society.
The most important thing, the people. They're very kind and polite and they have to help you.
So I invite everybody to come and visit Sharjah.
Fantastic.
Quiet. Relaxing.
So many activities.
So it's not boring. You can always do something, you know, to have fun or something.
Even in the hot weather, you can enjoy here.
The pearl of the Gulf.
Smile, you are in Sharjah.
In today's fast and ever-growing construction sector, Tiger Group has emerged as a leading contender in the Middle East and South Asia, celebrating 40 years of excellence. The group has successfully diversified to form 5 core companies. Tiger Steel Engineering offers expert solutions in design, manufacture, and installation of complex steel structures for oil and gas and infrastructure projects. Tiger Profiles and Insulation is a market leader in roof and wall cladding and insulated panels. Al Namir Steel is one of the largest stockists of steel products in the Middle East. Al Namir Civil is one of the top civil contracting companies in the UAE. Tiger Steel Industries is the manufacturer of quality electrical tubes for the construction industry. Tiger's strong commitment to growth and its pioneering approach to new areas and ideas has earned the group a most enviable reputation built in steel. Tiger Group.
Sharjah International Airport has more than 30 international airlines using its facility, offering scheduled flights to over 200 destinations worldwide, with its highly efficient and comfortable passenger services. Ali Salem Al-Midfa is the director of the Sharjah Airport Authority.
Our strategy at Sharjah International Airport is to try to facilitate as much as we can for our travelers in terms of facility, and for that we focus in our strategy and marketing to the airport to attract more passengers to travel and to use Sharjah International Airport.
But with Dubai International Airport a short drive away, does Sharjah see this as competition?
No, we are not competing with other airports in terms of airlines to airlines and so on. But we compete in providing services to our airport users. And for this, of course, we have to do a lot in serving the requirement and need which is demanded by the airline and the passengers who are traveling to United Arab Emirates.
Low-cost travel has come to the Middle East. Air Arabia is the pioneer in budget travel for the region. Launched in 2003, it provides a much-needed new concept in air travel and now flies to many destinations in Asia. What is the secret to the airline's success?
You always want to reach there as fast as possible, and you want to reach with no hassle. If you can allow people to get those two basic things, then you're succeeding. And in addition to that, you obviously want to have the best price. The lower you pay, the more you travel. And the more you travel, the more you want to travel.
I think Sharjah is a very rich place.
It's much fun, you know, there's a lot of cultures, you get to learn a lot of stuff.
It's really diverse, there's a lot of different nationalities and different cultures.
It has its own traditions, its cultures, and yet it's moving towards that modern society.
I think this is an interesting place and a growing place as well.
The ruler of Sharjah, he's very conservative and he really cares about the education of the people.
This is the place to be if you want to have a very, very good future.
It's really family-like lifestyle, and they're really big on family and friends and just close-knit.
It has all the ingredients for family life. They say it's conservative just for the name of it, but now I guess times have grown and I don't feel conservative at all.
I'm comfy living here. I mean, I've been to places like Saudi Arabia and, you know, that's conservative.
I don't think you should look at Sharjah as a conservative place. It might be in some way, and it's very open in other ways.
It is more open-minded. People are more willing to get to know you, and they're not really as closed-minded as people might seem.
It has a lot of community and everything.
If you're looking for some good time with your friends, or maybe just go out, have some shisha, sit down in a restaurant, have some quiet time, then Sharjah is the place to be.
It promotes more of education, learning, museums, crafts.
It's a very homey community.
Calm.
Beautiful.
Controlled.
Modernity.
Education.
Rich, very rich.
With the foresight of His Highness Dr. Sheikh Sultan bin Mohammed Al Qasimi, Sharjah has become one of the most important learning centers in the Middle East. His Highness's extraordinary vision to bring education into the forefront has been an unqualified success.
Sharjah has always had a reputation as a center of culture and learning, and I think the development by the ruler of these institutions of higher education is only a further indication of that educational and cultural tradition here in Sharjah.
The impressive university city is comprised of magnificent places of learning, including the Sharjah Institute of Technology and the American University of Sharjah.
Sharjah took the lead in establishing institutions in University City that would meet international standards, and we're very proud of the part that the American University of Sharjah has played in that development.
Sharjah's commitment to art, culture, and preserving its heritage was internationally recognized in 1998 when UNESCO awarded the emirate the cultural capital of the Arab world. Sharjah today offers beautifully restored heritage areas and an impressive array of over 15 museums and art galleries.
Sharjah's an extraordinary, beautiful cultural emirate.
Sue Underwood is the director of Sharjah Museums Department.
We have museums which are part of the backbone of that. And really the vision for that actually came from His Highness, who has always maintained that when any country is developing, you have to have three things. You have to have the economy, you have the social infrastructure, and you have got to have the cultural infrastructure. We have fantastic collections in our museums. We have an extraordinary story to tell.
Every museum tells its own tale. Short on time? Here are the top 5 museums to visit. At number 5 is the Sharjah Museum for the Art of Arabic Calligraphy and Ornamentation. The museum is a visual reference for the complexity of this Arabic art form and its historical and Islamic foundations. The Sharjah Art Museum is at number 4. This is the largest art museum in the Gulf, with collections by local and visiting artists. Learn about the changing environments experienced by Sharjah's inhabitants over the years through a high-tech interactive experience. The Sharjah Archaeological Museum makes it to number 3. At number 2 is the Islamic Museum, a splendid display of rare Islamic artifacts and masterpieces celebrating the cultural history of the Muslims. And what tops our list? The Bait al-Nabuda. Step back in time to discover the architecture and lifestyle of a distinctive culture. See how in 50 years, life in Sharjah has changed beyond recognition.
My Sharjah, a personal look at what makes Sharjah special to the people that live there.
My Sharjah is about digging up the past. Sharjah is very important and interesting center of archaeology. A lot of discoveries have been made, and I'm proud and happy to live and work in Sharjah, where there is always something to find, to discover. Archaeology is a very interesting subject to me. I like it, I love it, it's my hobby, my interest, and my career. And that's what I like about Sharjah. You never stop discovering. And this is my Sharjah.
Discover the true meaning of luxury at the Millennium Hotel Sharjah. Named as Sharjah's leading hotel for 3 consecutive years at the World Travel Awards. 259 opulent rooms and suites combined with outstanding customer service. Our staff will make sure you never forget your stay, whether for business or pleasure. Most rooms have spectacular views of the sea or Khalid Lagoon. There are so many dining options at the Millennium Hotel Sharjah. Our meeting and banquet facilities can accommodate up to 700 guests. We have a fully equipped business center with secretarial services. and relax with a choice of 2 outdoor pools, the health club and spa. The Millennium Hotel, Sharjah.
In the past few years, Sharjah has seen a steady increase in the number of visitors and is investing almost $100 million in attracting tourists. This is to be allocated for the development of new hotels, shopping malls, and entertainment facilities to meet a very high demand.
Tourism in Sharjah has been getting stronger actually by the year. The number of awards that Sharjah has won in different markets and different exhibitions is a great example. The number of tourists coming to Sharjah is also a very good example of how Sharjah is getting stronger by the year. We also intend to keep focusing on our culture and heritage, working within a cultural framework to attract people and have them understand Sharjah the way we'd like them to remember it.
Within easy reach of Asia, Sharjah offers visitors the true essence of Arabia. With its surprising lack of ridiculously ambitious architecture and hyper-stylized atmosphere that the UAE has become famous for, Sharjah is truly a breath of fresh air. This is the Arabian Gulf at its most genuine.
Sharjah is the best place for all travelers to come and experience the true Arabian authentic experience. I think Sharjah has something for everyone.
Sharjah is one of the places where you feel home outside of your homeland. So please come to Sharjah, experience it. You really love it and you'll like the people around you.